guess we'll get started. And again, I just want to welcome and thank everyone here, for attending today's webinar. I know it's a tough time of the year. We're getting ready for the holidays. We're in the holidays in some respects and getting ready in others. And so I know it's busy, but again, I appreciate everyone showing up for today's final webinar of 2025. And it's been a great run. I personally, and I know I speak for Wayne, really have enjoyed doing these. And this is definitely something we're going to continue into 2026. So, look forward to providing you guys with the latest and greatest updates, not only digitally, but also on the hot hit side digitally, but with a one-page update. That's our goal every month. So, again, just delighted to have Mark with us today. This is Mark, as everyone knows, is our president this year, and he has presided over a very busy 2025 and seen a lot of significant and positive developments within Skål USA. So again, before we get into everything, I just wanted to give Mark the floor and let him speak for a little bit. I want to also personally thank Mark for his commitment and his efforts that he's put in. It's been a great year. I've enjoyed working with Mark and look forward to continuing that relationship beyond. So, Mark.
Thanks, John. Thank you for that gracious comments, and obviously, right back at you. Want to thank John for leading these hot hits. I think they've been invaluable, and extra congratulations to John for being the vice president next year and president-elect for 27. I'm sure I feel great knowing Skal's in great hands with the elections. And speaking of that, congratulations to Lori, who's on the call, who was elected as a director for 2026. Lori, congratulations. And Jennifer, congratulations, who was elected as deputy auditor. And I don't want to leave out Art, who is on the call. And Art, and I both will not be on the board next year, but for those of you who don't know, Art's been on the board for several years, and without Art's, financial wisdom and his personal support, the last few Skal boards would not have, been as successful as they were. So I want to give a special shout out to Art. And if you didn't know, Art was one of the recipients of the Bill Sweet Award, so well deserved for his years of service and loyalty and passion. So Art, from me to you and everyone, thank you for everything you've done. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And Ashley, thank you for everything you've done. For those of you who don't know, we brought in Ashley this year for the social media effort, and Ashley jumped in, feet first, and has done an amazing job. So I know I'm leaving the board in great hands with Ashley. So again, Ashley, thank you for everything, and for everything, everybody else on the call who's either a president or a member. I just want to say thank you for your service, your loyalty, your passion, your support. I can honestly say it's been a privilege for me to represent Skal USA this year. I feel good that, I always go into positions as a general manager of a hotel. I always look at it as if I leave the organization or the hotel in better shape than it was, when I got there, I feel like it was successful. And I feel really proud of a lot of our accomplishments this year, from bringing in the website, which I think is great. Thank you, John, for all your efforts on that, and bringing in Ashley for the social media, and several other initiatives we've done, like Project Future. I was just up at the Culinary Institute, upstate New York. They're now going to join Project Future. St. John's University is going to join Project Future. So we're going to have multiple colleges, universities, and institutions starting student chapters. And that was one of, my priorities this year, in addition to the website and social media. So, my board, John, Art, and the other board members have been incredible You should give them a round of applause because they really have done amazing work this year under some pretty tough conditions, and we've had our obstacles that that we've had to circumvent, and the team has done it at the highest level. So thank you to my board. And that's really it. I'm actually in the city attending a Marriott event, but I told Marriott I have to I have to leave the event to I said I can't miss the last call of the year as the outgoing president. So again, I thank you all for your loyalty with Skal and passion that you bring every day. I'm looking forward to supporting Wayne and John and the Lori and Jennifer and the new board. And if you didn't know, the new board, is Wayne as president, Wayne Lee out of New York City, John as the VP, and the following president in 27 out of Orlando, Lori, who's on the call from Boise, Bianca from Las Vegas, and Alan Carr from Kansas City, and then Simeon, Miranda from Hawaii, and Efren from Boston will remain on the board for one more year to finish their term. And Jack Wirt will now be, the main auditor with Jennifer as the deputy auditor. So I think you guys and Skal are in great hands. And again, it's been an honor to serve all of you and represent Skal USA. So just want to say thank you to everyone. Happy holidays to everyone. And I'm glad I could make this last call. So John, thank you for allowing me to start the call.
Thank you, Mark. And again, I appreciate all your efforts and service. And also, again, acknowledging Art. We're going to miss both of you guys. You guys have been stalwarts on this board. And your knowledge, your background, your experience, and your effort, your tenacity has been unbelievable. So don't stray far, because we're going to be reaching out to you guys for questions and assistance, and hopefully you guys will always be there, and part of this great organization. So thanks again, Mark and Art. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. I got to run. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Mark.
Happy holidays.
All right, take care.
Thanks. And again, Mark kind of stole my thunder there on the the 2026 executive board, but he did mention everyone. And again, I personally delighted, Lori, to have you on board. Jennifer, having you, and Bianca, who I don't think is on the call, but again, some great additions. Alan Carr is going to be awesome. And then again, we've got the brain trust and the experience of Simeon and Efren coming back. And then Wayne as the president. I can tell you this, you guys, Wayne is the guy is dynamo when it comes to putting the time and the effort in. He has so much on his plate, as a lot of us do, but he is up for the task, and he is working his tail off, and he's going to do a great job. And I'm really looking forward to supporting his efforts in the new year. And you, I think I can tell you, you guys will see again new and improved initiatives on what we're currently doing. It's only going to get better and better. Again, Mark did a phenomenal job, and again, we're just going to build off of that for 2026. So, and we're going to get started literally shortly after the first of the year, January 12th through the 14th. We're going to be meeting in Washington for our winter meeting. So we'll have everyone up there, and we'll also be discussing, the duties and responsibilities of each of the board members, and working and what they're going to be doing from marketing, from membership, growth and development, bylaws, statutes, governance, the whole kit and caboodle. And the one thing that we are also going to continue to do in 2026 is assigning each member of the board a certain number of clubs in their region. Again, great to have Lori and Bianca on board, working, from the western part of the United States now. So we've got great coverage. And again, the goal is to really engage the clubs and provide that assistance and that that guidance and whatever we can do to help them with their clubs. That is going to be our commitment, and you will see that definitely. And again, just I feel really good about who's on our board this year, and I can speak for them that they will do a great job in working with the clubs. So again, some of the things that I also mentioned or that were mentioned on the agenda that I just want to touch on real quick. And again, as I go through this, you guys, please feel free to ask questions. This is kind of an open-ended webinar. We're not on any stringent agenda, but I just wanted to cover some of these items that are going to be really relevant and important to our efforts next year. And the one we're already in full throttle with, and that's the member Mania promo game that Wayne and I put together. And the great thing about this initiative is that we keep it going throughout the year. We started this in September, and we're going to be awarding our first winners at the end of December as we look at the first quarter and we look at progress by the clubs, small, medium, and large clubs. And we will recognize those clubs for their efforts based on who they bring in or the number of members they bring in. And again, that will then continue on into 2026. And then it will technically, the cycle we're on now will finish in September, but then we'll launch 26, 27 in September, October 1st going forward. So that's kind of that schedule. We're also going to, again, reward clubs for retention of their members. So again, one of the challenges everyone knows is retaining members. And, we want to, again, do what we can to support the clubs at their level to keep their members intact, keep them motivated, keep them excited. And so this is another aspect of that promotion that is going to be very important. And that will continue. It's going now through April 1st. So we did do a blast on that on Constant Contact a couple of months ago. So if you guys have any questions on that, feel free to reach out. And again, with me, anyone here can always, my email is accessible to everyone. If you don't have it, let me know. But if you have any questions whatsoever on anything we're doing at the national level, you can reach out to me anytime. Again, wanted to mention the website. We just did kind of a blast yesterday, as a matter of fact, just to let everyone know and remind everyone that the new site is up and running. We did load all the business documents for Skal USA, everything from the financials going back to the last 5 years. Art, thank you for your guidance on that. Monthly meetings, the monthly reports, agendas, and then the bylaws and statutes, along with the field guide, articles of incorporation. So everything is there at your fingertips, can be accessed through Skal USA's, skalusa.org. And that password is again clearly it's prominent on the blast. So if you don't have it, let me know. But again, you should have access to anything that we don't have access through, or we have direct access with Skål International. Of course, when you link over, you'll then be prompted to put in your credentials to log into Skål International. But we're going to continue to work on what we can do to create an access to the international site. If we can do it without a link, we're going to do that. There's some technical options that we're exploring, but worst case scenario, you'll just be required to log in to access certain aspects of the Skål International website. And again, we'll continue to work. So this website is a work in progress. It will remain work in progress. And if you don't know, I want to let you know that we're going to be losing Stephen Rodriguez, our administrator, is leaving us at the end of this year. We are in the process of bringing on and reviewing resumes right now. And I think everyone knows about it. We've blown it out a few times. And we've got some very good candidates that we're looking at. but whoever we select, one of the first things that administrator is going to be tasked with is being trained as the website administrator. So it's absolutely critical that our administrator can update the content, the copy, the images, any of the structural content, any adding new pages and things of that nature. Some are simple, some are a little more involved, but we'll have the support of Realign, who is going to be very engaged with us going forward. And if you don't know, Realign is also going to be working or making themselves available to all the clubs with anything from a landing page for the smaller clubs to a full-blown website. Again, they'll be able to provide those services at a very reasonable cost. And the goal is, again, to get everyone on the same page and create that consistent brand that we've been striving for over the last several years. So expect probably in January or February of the coming months that one of our webinars will be on the website. We had one earlier a few months ago, and we want to do another one to really kind of do a navigational or a tour of the website, give everyone the opportunity to tune in and list and view how to get around the Skål USA website. I think if you've been there, you'll see the improvements that have been made. It's very navigable in my book, but for those that are maybe not familiar with it, we'll have that opportunity to learn more about the website, how to get around, and how to access those business documents. So look for a webinar alert coming up in the next month to 2 months on that particular topic. And then just on the social media, again, we're delighted to have Ashley join us. Ashley Field, who is a Skal member in Canada. She is we claim her as our social media expert here in the US. She has done a phenomenal job. And if you don't have Ashley's email, let me know, let Ashley know. I've got it here. Ashley has been on for 5-6 months now, and she has just done a phenomenal job on Facebook, getting us reestablished on Instagram, LinkedIn. Those are the 3 big ones. And she's keeping the content updated, relevant, just phenomenal. It's like a breath of fresh air. But she's made it very clear she's available to assist the clubs, whether it's direct assistance or indirect, whether it's the clubs providing content that we can put on these national social channels, or assisting at the club level and helping them kind of get some traction and get established with their social media channels. So please reach out to Ashley. And since Ashley is here, Ashley, anything you want to comment on while you're on with us?
Yeah, guys, I just so hi everyone. For those of you who I haven't met or haven't met me, I'm Ashley, all the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia, in Canada. We do not currently have snow because that is a question I'm asked often. Yeah, so I just wanted to share. So obviously I've been with you guys for 4 months now. I started in September, and I wanted to just share, because of how much content you guys are sending me and because of how well your clubs are actually doing. I just have a couple notes that I wanted to share. So our page views on Facebook are up by 70%. And our social interactions on these pages are up by 135%. So for Facebook in 4 short months, those are really staggering numbers for increases. We're also really taking a really strong approach with LinkedIn right now, kind of moving it to one of our preferred channels. We are actually up 277% for impressions. So that is people who are, interacting with our content. We're up 270% on reactions, people who are liking, sharing, 250% of an increase on comments, and 300% increase on reposts since September. So when
That's
you look at
phenomenal.
those numbers, that is showing us that the content that we're sharing is valuable to new and prospective members and to our current members. And the content that I'm posting is not something that I am just creating. It's your content that I am just elevating. So when people can see that, there's stuff happening at the club levels, or big announcements, people are really excited about this content. Our 2026 board introduction was our highest liked post on LinkedIn. The New Orleans history post that we had done, how that club had started, our second highest post that happened, since September. We also talked a little bit about the Skal Tampa holiday dinner, and that was our third most liked post, and that was just photos of you guys celebrating at this event that you held. So really just wanted to say that any content, whether it's one photo or 50 photos, it's super valuable to new, prospective, and current members. And I really want you guys to send it to me. We can spin pretty much anything that you guys are doing in a way that is going to really kind of land on social media. And I just don't want people to kind of forget that I'm here to assist. So please, a few clubs I've worked really closely with so far this year, Albany, upstate New York, Anchorage, Alaska, New Orleans. We've done Club of the Month for those clubs, and it's been super, super successful, kicking off January with Southwest Florida and looking for volunteers for February, March, and April. So if you want your club to be front and center and to get these kind of reactions online, please reach out to me.
That's
That's my
awesome.
update.
Thank you, Ashley. And any comments for Ashley?
That's awesome. I know that Nick from our club has loved meeting you. So
I've loved working, honestly. I feel now like I'm on a first name basis with some of you. I have people text, some people email. It's been great to kind of, I'm super flexible. We'll work with the clubs, or your designated person, however it's easiest for you guys to kind of handle that. So yeah, I'm super flexible, but I really I want more. I'm greedy. I want you guys to keep sending me the amazing things that you guys are doing on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis so that we can kind of keep showing that and having those numbers grow.
Ashley,
Obviously,
I'm sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
We just had our sixth annual holiday auction fundraiser on Monday.
Yeah.
You'll get a release on that no later than this coming Monday. We
Sure.
raised over $16,000.
Yeah, that is incredible. And
Yeah.
that is the information that we want to share
Right.
because that also showcases the members who were involved in that, the business location that took place. It kind of helps new members see that you're giving back to the communities that you guys live and work in. There are so many positive things that come from one social media post. So I really want to encourage clubs to keep sending me content. I want to open my email and feel overwhelmed because I'm getting so much. So that is the goal. Please, if you haven't worked with me yet, reach out. I want to work with you guys.
Excellent. Thank you, Ashley. Thanks, Stu. Any other questions? Stu,
Yeah. Let me put my hand down. It's getting tired. About the Skål USA website, the password. If we wanted to change the password, are we able to, or is that a password we've got to keep?
That's a password we have to keep for the time being until we
Okay.
get membership work set up, and then we'll have your own. You'll have your own login. But
Thank you.
yeah, we wanted to get this up and posted. So this is just a short-term fix. So thanks for pointing that out, Stu. Anything
also
else?
had a question. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to know when will we be starting to work on the club sites?
Now that we literally are in the process of wrapping up, now that we've launched Skål USA, they're ready. They are ready, and I think they've already engaged some clubs. The clubs were starting to line up literally 2-3 months ago, Jennifer. So please reach out. You could, if you want to reach out to me, and I can connect you to Dan or Rich from Realign. I'm happy to do that. But they are ready to work with you. Great. Any other comments on social media or the website? And again, I'm just going to say this about the social media. Again, with what Ashley's done with Instagram, really kind of going after kind of the younger side of our industry, skews a little bit younger, and then LinkedIn, which is just, I mean, we always had social media presence, but not to the extent that we have it with what Ashley's doing, and that probably I consider it a gateway. Now that we've got a house, now that our house is in order, our Skål USA website is in order, we can be proud of it. Now, when we engage prospects through our 3 social media channels, they'll be able to go to our website and hopefully be a little more impressed than what we've had in the past. And LinkedIn is such a critical social media channel from a business standpoint. I think that's going to open up a lot of opportunity for us personally. So very excited. And just, again, I can't thank Ashley enough for everything that she's done. She's another one who I just feel like she's got 24/7 capabilities, and she's always there for us, just like their real line. So again, more so now because she's been in it for the last 4 months and working with all the clubs. So again, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then just, again, kind of looking, it's really what I wanted to kind of cover in terms of what we've done this year. Looking ahead, again, we want to, like I said, we want to continue the momentum we've started this year. We want to build on it. Again, I mentioned the board members engaging the clubs. We had and I'm not going to take credit for this. As a board member this year, I handled, delighted to have President-elect Skål International, Andreas Hayes, join us. Andreas, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome.
And I am, again, looking forward to engaging the 5 clubs that I had this year, which happened to be the 5 Florida clubs. We had one of the things we had this year that was extremely successful, and we're going to do it for next year, is a Florida club retreat. So we had all 5 clubs engaged. We met in Orlando. We had over 40 attendees, including Skål leagues from outside of Florida. And that was a real, just an incredible weekend of personal building, growth building with relationships on the Skål side, learning more about what the clubs are doing from a best practices standpoint. So it was worthwhile both from a business and a personal standpoint. And again, we're going to do it again this year. And I would definitely encourage, and we will be talking about this in the year ahead, about these regional gatherings to kind of bring clubs together and work with each other and support each other. And I think it just opens up, you open up the door beyond your club, and you realize, wow, I've got all these other colleagues that are within X number of miles, and I can count on them. We even did a twinning at the retreat this year. We had Miami and Orlando twin, along with a club out of Mexico. So it was a great weekend. Again, so you expect to see and hear from us with our new board on who's going to be working with which clubs across the country. And again, we'll assign those and confirm everything at our winter meetings on January 12th through the 14th. One thing I also want to mention is I know everyone has seen it because we put it out every month on Hot Hits, and that is NASC 2026. I really want to encourage every club, and again, we'll reiterate this over and over again, to send a delegate, to have a physical delegate participate in this year's NASC. It's going to be May 2nd through the 7th with a cruise heading to Bermuda, which again is another club that we're hopefully a past club that's coming back. So we'll be touching the shores of Bermuda and engaging with future Skål members there, and then coming back. But it's going to be a great 5 days of meetings, and again, just getting to know your fellow Skål-leagues. Richard, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Great to be here. Sorry,
Are you in San Francisco?
In my heart, I am. My heart is in San Francisco.
Okay. So we're just kind of wrapping up here. But again, Richard, past president of Skal USA, delighted to have him join us. Monthly webinars, monthly hot hits. Again, we're going to continue those. Again, as I mentioned earlier with the website, we'll bring Ashley back for another session on social media. But again, giving everyone an opportunity to tune in. And if you can't tune in, it's also important to note that we do have these in a repository on our YouTube account. So Skål USA has a YouTube account. You can go to that. We put the links of those past webinars in the hot hits every month. So you can click on a link and you can tune in on a webinar that took place earlier this year. So please take advantage of that. But we will do those every month. They'll be keep them as relevant and as as productive as we can. Again, webinars and hot hits. Mark mentioned Project Future. Again, just a initiative that, and again, Jack Word is not on this call. I don't see Jack here, but Jack is very involved. We've got some other members. Mark Ergang, our outgoing president, very involved. But again, working with the universities and colleges and sourcing those future leaders that are going to come in and join the club and orientate themselves to me the best travel industry organization in the world. And again, this is such a critical initiative. And again, you'll hear more from Jack. Jack is front and center with that. And Richard, I think you're also working with Jack. Anything you want to mention on Project Future?
Well, yeah, some cool stuff. I mean, we met this week actually with the Culinary Institute of America, and they're very excited to get going on that. So it would be good to have CIA, a club at CIA. We got FIU, where my alma mater, and we're pretty close there as well. And they're very excited to have us at FIU and out of Miami. So they got a great hotel school, I will say so myself. It's we're making great progress. We've got a lot of schools actually that are on the docket, but we do want to. I think my fear, and I've talked to Jack, is that we get a mile wide and an inch deep. I'd rather get really, establish some of these schools, get in there, and not, get over our skis a little bit. So we're working on that. We'll have some good progress in the first quarter.
Excellent. Thanks, Richard.
Cool.
And then just again, one other item that again we want to kind of really push. We have a presence. Skål has a presence. Skål International has a presence at some of the big international trade shows, World Travel Market, ITB in Berlin. Here in the United States, IPW, IMEX in Vegas. We also did World Travel Expo in Miami this year. But we want to encourage, if your club is engaged or has a member or is connected with a travel trade show that you feel is relevant to Skål, let us know about it. We want to hear about it. We want to see if it's something that we want to participate in. Again, putting boots on the ground, establishing a presence in some of these trade shows and grabbing people as they're in between appointments is can be very productive. So let us know if there are any opportunities from that respect that we can look at and consider participating in. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Again, this is probably I think the earliest we've kind of completed what we wanted to share in these webinars. 35 minutes, but again, it's kind of the culmination of everything we've done this year, kind of a summary. And I just wanted to leave it open for any questions or comments. So we got plenty of time. So, fire away if you have any questions or comments.
Andres.
Yeah. First of all, once again, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for extending the invitation. One comment I want to mention about, what Director John Stine mentioned about NAS. One thing that we need to understand that according to our bylaws and to the governance, this is the only mandatory meeting. Okay, so apart from that, we need to make sure that all the clubs do send a delegate, a voting delegate. So this is our mandatory meeting. So we need to make sure that, yes, all the clubs participate.
Thank you, Andres.
Absolutely.
And again, just I know a lot of you on the call today have been to a NASCAR or a World Congress. There's nothing like it. When you're there and you're engaged, it's a whole nother experience, and you really do appreciate what Skål is all about. The only way you can do that is to participate, personally, firsthand. So again, to reiterate what President-elect Hayes has said, we definitely want everyone from every club to have a member there, to have a voting delegate in place. So, any other questions or comments? Well, again, you guys, thanks so much. Yeah, go ahead, Jennifer.
I wanted to let you all know, and Ashley in particular, that Skål Hawaii, we're having our holiday party tonight, so we will send you pictures. So thanks. That's what I've been working on. If you're like wondering like what I'm doing, I'm like stuffing maniac.
I love it.
I
And
saw your head down. You
honestly,
look like
Hawaii, your club is so engaged. I think your club wins for most engaged so far on social media. So there's a challenge. Can anybody beat Hawaii? I don't know how competitive this group is, but really great to see, the texts and the messages coming in from your club. So thank you for always sending content.
And you know what,
thank you,
Ashley?
guys.
Thank you, Jennifer, and thank your colleagues there for all their efforts in getting exposed to the national scene. And actually, maybe this is something we want to do for next year, is maybe create an incentive or a contest. So something to think about, getting all the clubs engaged, getting them to think about submitting information on the national front. So.
Does any club on right now want to volunteer for our February Club of the Month? Come on, let's be brave. Who wants to do it?
Well, since Richard is kind of representing Orlando, maybe we can get Orlando on Club of the Month.
Okay, I love it. You're in.
We could try, yeah. When's our next meeting, John? I guess we're not meeting till
January. But yeah. I can reach out. We can reach out to Kathy Hernandez. And you know what? Have you worked with Kathy yet, Ashley?
No.
Okay. She's a dynamo as well. So we'll get you two connected.
Okay. It's super easy process. Honestly, it takes Stu's here. He knows, took him maybe 30 minutes to talk to me, and he got so many great posts and kind of engagement online. So 30 minutes of your time, that's all it takes. I do the rest of the work. So thank you for volunteering.
Love it. We're in.
And any month you want to do Hawaii, we're up.
Okay, we'll do Hawaii in March.
Okay, thanks.
Look at us go.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a big club. Again, those are some big clubs that were just mentioned, but it doesn't matter. It's it's quality, it's not quantity. So every club has something to share.
That's right.
And I'm delighted to welcome Oliver Kugler, who just joined us from Tampa Bay, Skål Tampa Bay. Oliver, thanks for joining us.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm late. As I mentioned to you, I had a 4:00 meeting, but I'd like to say it's sunny out, but unfortunately it's not sunny, but it is warm. So not sure where everybody's from. I see Hawaii here and some of the other places, but hey everybody, Skål.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Ashley, is it too soon to take May?
No, we can. If you have content to share, Stu, you get it to me. We'll get it out.
The reason why I'm asking is because we'll have our 11th annual industry update.
Okay.
In June. So I'd like to, we'll have the speaker lined up. We'll have everything lined up. So I'd like to get a little something out on that.
Oh yeah, we can do that anytime, Stu.
Thank you.
Stu, I'd love to get some more information on that from you. Again, just a great program that New Orleans puts out every year, and it goes beyond Skål. It is an industry. It's an industry must see, must participate in New Orleans. So
over 300 people we have the
that's phenomenal.
Last 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, it's great. Anytime,
Congratulations.
John.
All right, I need to head out, but I just wanted to stop by and see everybody, but definitely wish you all a happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and your family. and also a wonderful and a blessed New Year's. Okay.
And,
So
and
we're
Andres,
See you,
seeing you
Andres.
all for 2026.
Andres, before you leave, everybody should read Andres' interview in the Skull International magazine. Just came out.
I just read it.
Great job, Andres.
Thank you guys. Thank
Looking
you.
good,
Congratulations.
Andres.
Thank you. All right. Thank you guys. Take care. Okay. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
John, I've got a question about Skål. I'm on the Skål USA website from my mobile phone, my cell phone.
Okay.
So everything there, you know, talks about Skål USA. It's got the header up there with the logo, and you scroll down, it's got all Skål USA information. And on the bottom, the last thing that I'm scrolling to, it says Skål International. And it shows the different icons for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. But it doesn't say Skål International USA. It says Skål International.
Yeah. I'll take a look at that, but we do have links to Skål International, but it should be at the very bottom, Skål USA. Stu.
Yeah.
So thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Any other feedback or comments on anything relative to your club? Anything that we need to be aware of at the national level? And I hope everyone's gearing up for a great holiday season, and we're looking forward to getting started. Like I said, coming out of the gates January the 12th, and getting started with the coming year. It's going to be a great year. And again, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Wayne is accessible as well. We'll make sure that the entire board, again, we'll assign those clubs, and we will engage. And again, anything we can do to help you, we are here to do that. So thank you all for joining in today. And again, happy holidays, and call me if you need anything. But otherwise, I'll hopefully see you all in the new year. And I wish everyone a great holiday season. Thank you, guys.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Go, everyone.